presentation of your content is also very important. Now, after explaining Taylorism, now Taylorism is just a scientific management. Hello friends, my name is Dr. Huma Hassan and today I am going to discuss a very important question which UPSC asked in 2023. So the question was, very simple question, what is Taylorism? And analyze its merits and demerits. So I'll just give you brief introduction. What is Taylorism? So Taylorism is basically a scientific management which was propounded by Winslow, and he wanted to increase productivity of the management. Now, when we are preparing for UPSC, it is very important to show creativity in our understanding. Moreover, while showing creativity, you need to give little content. Now, if this question is for 20 marks and there are two significant parts, what is Taylorism? Analyze its merits and demerits. So I will just show you how you can bring some unique point. So this is very basic, right? When you are telling that Frederick Winslow Taylor. So I have given some more point that he actually elaborated on Adam Smith theory of division of labor. Now, when you're talking about the division of labor, you should be knowing when you are preparing for sociology optional that Emile Durkheim have discussed about division of labor in his work, and he had shown that how modernity or the industrial development which is taking place in the 18th or 19th century is beneficial for holistic development of a society as a whole. Now, when you are able to show the link, interconnection, Taylorism, Adam Smith, theory and also the division of labor by Emile Durkheim, then you are showing your critical aspects in your answer writing, which is the most important part, right? So now, after talking this, what I would suggest to my students, right, that explain the Taylorism and show quickly, don't waste your time. The question is direct, right? What is Taylorism? Don't give me here and there story. Nobody has that much of time to write the, see the bullet points or look for the answers. So you have to present, right? So presentation of your content is also very important. Now, after explaining Taylorism, now Taylorism is just a scientific management. Understand it for your concept clarity. To increase the productivity. Now, there are 4 principles. Explain it with a flow chart. So, 4 principles of scientific management that you can explain it with this flow chart. Science, not rule of thumb. Development of each and every person. Cooperation, not individualism. Harmony, not discord. Okay. So, after explaining this, then also give the credit to Henry Ford because this idea was expanded on the thoughts of Henry Ford. Now, you have explained Taylorism, right? Now, after explaining Taylorism, you can just simply explain little bit on Fordism because I can bet that not many students would be explaining for, Fordism. So, if you are getting Taylorism, explain the Fordism because it is also talking about mass production. So, these all are the key terms which you have to incorporate in your answer, right? After that, what I will ask you that you can do the reference point by explaining Hawthorne method. Now, UPSC did ask question on Hawthorne method as well, which was given to us by Elton Mayo. So, it is like having the surveillance, right? So, surveillance, you must be seeing, right? So, when we know that we are being observed, we are being, somebody is looking at us. So, we change our behavior. So, Hawthorne effect is a research method is now which we are using in social sciences. So, when you are collecting your data and respondents knows that, okay, now researcher is looking into us and they want to have specific content. So, they change their behavior. Elton Mayo, again, to increase the productivity, to have the scientific management, gave the idea of surveillance. Now, question was on Taylorism. You are referring to Adam Smith idea, then you are telling about Henry Ford, and then you are also telling that how even the Hawthorne effect was talking about increasing productivity. So then you can simply tell about the merits. What is the merits? Fine, we are having increasing more surplus value, we are having healthy competitions, everyone is doing more work, all these points. So these are the merits. explain all those points with respect to having increased GDP and so on. While talking about demerits, it's very simple and it's a common sense for sociology students. It is all talking about Marxism. Again, you are explaining demerits with Karl Marx concept, that is alienation, dehumanization, right? So this is the word which he has used, that Karl Marx didn't have any problem with capitalism. What he was simply saying, that capitalism is against humanity. Because if I am working only, and like, let's just imagine that I'm working in some car factories and my only job is to make wheels. So I'm sitting or I am standing in some line and I'm just making that wheel, okay? So it is going to definitely kill my creativity, right? So this is how it used to happen. So you are just standing on a line and you are just making a wheel or something like that. So it is not creativity, right? I'm not using my human potential, and this is what even Swami Vivekananda have said, that if we are not going and using our human mind, that's mean that we are not reaching to our human's potential. So it is leading to it is dehumanizing, it is alienation ho raha hai isme, and then it is also going to hamper our growth and development psychologically, socially. So all these factors you need to explain as demerits and also try to refer Karl Marx. So in this lecture, I have tried to explain that when these type of questions have come, for example, Taylorism, merits and demerits, you do not only have to give the content that, okay, Taylorism is this and the part. Try to use some creative points as well. Thank you. I hope you like my answer.